Shira. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be my DVD collection slash DVD wish list. Physical media and being analog has kind of been a trend that's been predicted to ramp up in 2026. But just so y'all know, I've been on this. So it's not a lot by any means, but of course, I don't have a lot of TV shows that I really enjoy watching for real. So these are just some of my faves. First, we have That 70s Show, season 1. I love this season down. It was definitely my comfort show when I was in high school. And even though we don't talk about that man and child, some of these other people, hell, a lot of the people on the show are actually problematic, but I just love this season and it's forever gonna hold a place in my heart. Next, we have some DVDs that were gifted to me for Christmas by my sister. I have Vampire Diaries season 1 and 2. Can we just talk about how reflective these are? Like, it's so gorgeous. I love the Vampire Diaries. Then again, this is another series I watched in high school. But I was so team Elena and Damon, so bad. Next, we have Gossip Girl season 2. This was also gifted by my sister. This is an interesting season, I will say. If you haven't seen Gossip Girl, I definitely recommend you watch it. It's a very 2010s teen show. This is back when they had, the 22 episode seasons that we all know and love. But I feel like this was peak Gossip Girl. I feel like all the main characters are introduced in this season. And lastly, when it comes to the TV shows, I have the Glee season 1. If you are a Gleek, because I'm definitely a Gleek, I would recommend getting the DVDs of the seasons, specifically seasons 1 through 3. But season 1 is definitely my favorite. It's the most iconic, it's the most witty, it's the most insane. So now let's get into the movies, and I fear there's a lot. First, we have my favorite movie musical, Hairspray. This is the one with Zac Efron and Nikki Blonsky. Specifically love this version because of Zac Efron, Amanda Bynes, what's his name? Elijah Kelly, like Queen Latifah, star-studded cast. Love this musical down. I do have an affinity for Queen Latifah movies, but we have Beauty Shop. I prefer Beauty Shop over Barbershop, fun fact. And I love this cast so bad. She always has some fine ass male lead who plays her love interest, and this movie is no different. Next is a deep cut. We have the Mindless Behavior, what's it called? The Band's Rise to Stardom DVD. This is the DVD that they came out with when they were in their prime. I love Mindless Behavior. I was a Princeton stan. I had a Princeton fan account, Instagram page, so love them. Speaking of Black history, the game plan. Madison Pettis and Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Love this movie down. Like, Disney did their thing. This is back when Disney had stars, and it's quite emotional. Like, I watched this on my period once, and your girl was crying. Next, in my indie sleaze bag, we have Slumdog Millionaire. This is how I got introduced to Dev Patel. I saw this movie one time in middle or high school, and I thought it was the most insane movie ever. Haven't seen it again since, so I kind of just got this because I want to watch it again now as an adult and see how I still feel about it. But so I also really love romance movies, rom-coms. One of my favorites is 10 Things I Hate About You with Heath Ledger and Julia Stiles. I love the setting. I love the high school setting that they go to. I miss when TV shows. I miss when movies and TV shows had for real sets that they were shooting on location. It wasn't just a sound stage. Speaking of a movie that I rewatched so much, High School Musical 3. Another unpopular opinion, I prefer High School Musical 3. Between 1, 2, and 3, I prefer the third one. I feel like it has the most rewatchability. Movie 2, while it's the most fun, I feel like, and most Disney Channel movie-esque, I do prefer High School Musical 3 for songs, numbers, cinematography. One thing I miss so bad was double features. Like, I miss when DVDs would give you 2 movies in one case. Like, I miss that so bad. This one I specifically got because it has Love Jones. I have never seen this movie and I fear that I won't be the same after I watch it. Speaking of very black DVDs, The Best Man. Can we talk about how every black person ever is in this movie? What's his name? Taye Diggs. I would be of that nigga too, because what do you mean you messed with my wife while we were dating in college and you didn't tell me, and now you're the best man at my wedding and I'm getting married to her? Regardless, this movie is so black. It's so fun. I love seeing all these iconic black actors like so young and doing ensemble movies together. I miss ensemble movies so bad, and this movie I feel like is just a great example of that. Another really funny movie is Two Can Play at That Game. Speaking of Morris Chestnut, that nigga was in every movie in the early 2000s and looking fine while he was in it. But this movie is so funny and so crazy, and like I said, every black person ever is in this movie. Another movie that I love so much, obviously I love all of these because I bought the DVDs, but we have Hitch. Will Smith, one of my favorite Will Smith movies. I think he's funny as hell. I love a rom-com, and I feel like Will does rom-coms so well. Main reason why I started this DVD collection is because I wanted to collect more black media, specifically black media that I feel like, if you're not careful, can kind of get forgotten about. And no matter how cringy or weird the movies and TV shows are, I wanted to be able to have a vast collection. Next, we have one of my favorite childhood movies. We have Akeelah and the Bee with Keke Palmer, Angela Bassett, Lawrence Fishburne. Like, this movie is so iconic to childhood Inshira, to baby Inshira, because this was like my first instance of knowing who Keke Palmer was. And I think after this she did True Jackson VP and like a bunch of other stuff. One of my favorite movies of all time, like if this was Letterboxd and you're asking me my top 4, this is definitely in the top 4. Roll Bounce with Bow Wow. Oh my gosh. Love this movie so bad. It is so nostalgic for a time that I wasn't alive for, but I just love ensemble cast. What can I say? Tyler Perry, Why Did I Get Married? I know, Tyler Perry movies, I'm very particular about the ones that I will sit down and watch. I love this movie. I also wanted to get the second one because that one is also very quotable, very funny. But again, ensemble cast, very iconic dialogue. Love black people. Had to have a Tyler Perry movie, you know. Another one in my Letterboxd top 4, Drumline. Speak of a movie that I can quote word for word, I love this movie. Granted, 2 of the movies that I was just talking about that I love so much have Nick Cannon in them. But I will say, this movie makes up for it because there's music in it. What can I say? I love a musical. I love movies that got a little bit of song and dance in them. This, I feel like, made me want to go to college. Granted, my college experience was nothing like this, but it just made me want to be around black people in college, so. And then the next movie I have is another favorite of mine, Bad Boys. Specifically, the first one. This one is so iconic. Martin Lawrence and Will Smith were so fine in this movie, but I'm not a big action girl, but I love a Bad Boys. I love a Fast and Furious, which is another thing that's on my list to get. But I specifically watched this movie for the first time, I think like last year with my boyfriend, and I was kind of obsessed. Like, we watched, I think, the first 2. One of these is kind of beat up, but I still love this movie. Shark Tale. Shark Tale is such a funny movie. I don't have a lot of animated movies, if you can't tell. That's probably another thing in my collection that I'm trying to grow. But this one specifically has a star-studded cast. Will Smith, Angelina Jolie, Robert De Niro. You know, just a lot of fun people are in this movie. And it's just a fun animation style. It's just a fun, lighthearted movie. And obviously this is a black movie. We've been through that. But I had to get it because Shark Tale's iconic. Next, we have How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. I don't know if you can see that, but with Kate Hudson and Matthew McConaughey. Oh my gosh. The chemistry in this movie is off the charts. This is probably my top rom-com, or one of my top rom-coms. And I love this movie so bad. And now we're to our last movie. Hotel for Dogs. Y'all, this is a deep cut. I don't know if y'all are hip to it. DreamWorks and Nickelodeon Movies produced this. Hotel for Dogs. I haven't seen this movie in years. It's never on TV ever. Did not even know that this movie DVD still existed. Got this for like $1 at the thrift store, which was crazy. And now I wanted to go into a little bit of depth about some of the things that I'm looking to get to add to my collection. The first TV show I want to thrift is Smart Guy. I know it didn't come out on DVD. I know. So if I have to bootleg it and burn it onto DVDs myself, I will. But that's my favorite show of all time. I don't care. Next TV show, Dance Academy. Y'all, if y'all know anything about me, I love a cheesy, bad teen drama with a love triangle. Like, that's my bread and butter. I eat it up every time. When Sammy dies, I cry and I sob every time. Like, it's my first time watching it, but I love that show so bad. It's so bad. It's so bad, guys. It's so bad. Next, we have One-on-One with Kyla Pratt. This has to be one of my all-time favorite Black shows next to Smart Guy, and I can't find this show on DVD anywhere. Believe me, I have scoured the eBays and everything, but I did find someone who uploaded all the episodes onto YouTube. So I just need to figure out how to put those onto a DVD, and then best believe it will be in my collection. Next, we have The Fosters. Y'all, if y'all don't know about The Fosters, y'all not hip to ABC Family for real. Before it was Freeform, ABC Family, bro, The Fosters was actual mess. That is actual white people mess. True Jackson VP. Another show that is niche as hell, never is showing on TV. It's so hard to find, so I will be getting that into my possession ASAP. Finally, the Naked Brothers Band. Y'all not actually cool girl for real, because if you didn't watch them shows that ain't nobody ever heard of, you are not a cool girl for real. You're not an it girl for real. And what y'all know about Nat Wolff and Alex Wolff? That show is so bad. And I will be watching it when I get it on DVD. Thank you. Now on to some movies that I really want to get. The first movie is Holes. I know it's controversial. Shia LaBeouf is a horrible person. But this movie was my comfort movie. All throughout college, I would watch it every year I'd come back home from college. I love that movie so bad. I love that book so bad. I love the spin-off book so bad. I need the movie in my possession. Thank you. Next, Cheetah Girls, specifically Cheetah Girls 1 and Cheetah Girls 2. Love Cheetah Girls 3 down, and it was iconic, but I need the first two for Black history. I need the first two to pass down as generational wealth. I actually require that. Next, Think Like a Man. This is another bad Black ensemble movie. Quite problematic. I feel like it came out in 2010 also. I think Gabrielle Union is also in that, which is kind of hilarious. But love that movie. Will watch it every time I see it on TV or on Netflix. So I need it in my possession ASAP. Next, Step Up. Y'all, I rewatched Step Up 2 days ago. The one with Channing Tatum and his old wife. Ex-wife, I should say. Why did I forget that movie was so good? I initially was gonna watch it because I was like, one thing I hate is a white person putting on a black scent in a movie. Like, that pissed me. That's the easiest way to piss me off. But I let it slide for Channing Tatum because that nigga can actually dance, and he was busting it down, to be honest. And I also want to put as an asterisk Step Up 2, because that's honestly the more iconic Step Up. I need both of them. I just love a dance movie. I love, like I said, a movie where there's a little bit of shucking and jiving. And one of the final movies that I want to add to my collection is He's Just Not That Into You. Y'all, if we want to talk about ensemble white rom-coms that I'm obsessed with, that one takes the #1 spot. I can't tell you. Y'all could have engraved that on my chest. He's just not that into you, because I watched that movie and was fundamentally changed. I said, oh, he's actually just not that into me. Like, I took that movie to heart so bad, and I just love it. I think it's a really funny movie. Like I said, I feel like they just don't be making ensemble movies no more, and I miss that. So thank you guys so much for sticking around. If you are also trying to get into collecting DVDs or movies, let me know what's in your collection right now, or let me know what are the kind of things that you're looking to add to your collection. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you had an amazing holidays, and I hope to see you real soon on this channel again.